So Ivia,
Mhm.
if you were holding the gold but small and then shrunk down again, is the gold then really, really small, or is the gold still
That's a good question.
normal small?
Yeah, did she double shrink the gold that was in her pocket?
Oh yeah, it would be double shrunk.
Double
Double shrunk
shrunk.
gold.
It's so
Okay.
little.
Okay. It has no bearing on.
Yeah, you were
on
like, that was
getting
just
this
in the
door
back of
open.
my
I'm just
mind.
curious.
It really bothered me. Had to get it
Yeah.
off my chest.
Welcome everybody to Fabiens Atelier, part 3 on Jordan's Jocular Junction. Gosh, we got some great people playing with us tonight. We've had some great shenanigans thus far in this game, and I have a feeling we're about to have a whole lot more. If you're starting here, you're starting in the wrong place. Like I said, we're on part 3, but there should be links to the previous parts. There'll be a playlist. Go back and watch it. And yeah, I mean, you'll be confused, but you'll have fun, I think. So... Now, what I need to know is where is Dog going as they gallop across the the rotunda? They can either head to, I mean, I guess they could go into the kitchen if they wanted, or they could go upstairs. But the two places where where small creatures can get into is the pipe that is in the control room, which Rat Talia is already heading down, or there is a mouse hole on the north end of the rotunda that those little gremlins have
I
gone
think
into.
I was thinking we go to the pipe.
Mhm.
Okay, so we're gonna head to
Okay,
the control
yeah.
room to get to the pipe, and then
Sure.
follow Rat Talia.
Sure. Let's see here. I will say that Talia will get to the place first, but the rest of the party will be close behind.
Can you speak as a rat?
There's
Can
no
you
rule that says I can't. It's
Okay.
the beast shape just says that you turn into. Oh, so it could feasibly be that I can't. Let's see. It says you turn into you and all of your possessions transform into a mundane animal.
Yeah. I mean, if I was the warden, I would let you talk. But...
Oh yeah, you can. That's
Okay.
fine.
Yes.
Where's my rat?
So yes,
Oh, there it is.
where have I arrived?
You've arrived at the hose access room.
Ah.
Cold wind whistles from a gap in the western wall, where a rubber power hose enters the room and is routed to the southward through a narrow utility conduit, which is what you just crawled out of.
Mm-hmm.
There's a door on the eastern wall, but yeah, so you can either keep following the pipe or the hose outside, because it seems like it goes out and then runs along the side of the island.
Mm-hmm.
Or you could check out this rat-sized doorway. It's like a wooden door, but it's rat-sized.
I think waiting for my friends before I go outside. So I will check out the door.
Okie dokie. Let's see here. The door.
I use my little hands to open the door.
Yeah. It's interesting. This has a it doesn't have a knob. It has like the door the raptors open in Jurassic Park, the lever thing. It's got that. Almost as if it was built with with someone who doesn't have who's maybe a rat in mind. Interesting. And yeah, you come out into a hallway.
Oh.
The hallway goes north to south, and a shaft of unfinished wood terminates in tiny rat-sized doors. So one leads north, one leads south. Let's see. Rat droppings and little puddles of blue goop litter the splintery floor. A bleeding, sword-wielding rat with a little iron helmet leans against the wall, breathing heavily. Several other dead rats lie nearby.
My goodness. Are you all right, little rat?
The rat says, "Oh, no. They've got me. I couldn't I tried to fight them off, but they just kept coming.
Who were you fighting?
The dream gremlins. There's so many of them. They keep spawning.
Oh, dream. Now, I'm not from here. Do you know what they are?
They've been. I think they have something to do with the djinn. They've been spawning off of near coming from the engine room, I think.
I
And they
see.
crawling throughout the place trying to destroy everything.
Oh.
Ruin Master Fabian's house.
Well, okay, where is this engine room? I shall avenge you. Sorry, what was your name?
Lieutenant Calendula.
Lieutenant Dula.
Mm-hmm.
My sweet, sweet rat. Me and my friends, if you tell us where this place is, I will promise you we will set it right.
She says, to the north, but there's a terrible battle. You might not make it through.
Oh. Oh.
She's in
It's a
bad shape.
chance
She's
that-
on death's door.
Boy, I wish I could heal you, but I just can't. Perhaps a glass of water.
And her a glass of water. It soothes some of her suffering, but she's still not going to make it too much longer. The rest of the party now makes it to the room that you originally came into, and they see there is a little mouse-sized door on the western wall, which is open, and you see you can hear your a rat version of Talia squeaking away in there, talking to someone in what looks like a hallway.
Yeah, I'll go walking in and just look around and be like, "What did you do, Talia?"
Oh, I've done nothing. There are dream creatures. Dream gremlins have attacked. I assume that little blue people, the one that we captured.
We captured a blue person? Oh,
When we
I was
came
maybe I
to
was gone
die.
for that.
Well, your character
Yes.
wasn't in the room for it, for sure.
We need to go to the engine room to avenge this dear lieutenant and save the rat people and fix the engine.
What kind of wound does the lieutenant have?
They've been stabbed in the
Been
gut.
stabbed.
They're bleeding out.
I have some glue.
Oh.
Maybe I can use my town guard first aid training to seal up the wound.
They're going to say Town Guard brand glue. Like nothing stickier.
You can use up that item and make a will or dex, I don't know which, but one of those. And if the item will be used up either way, but if you succeed, you will have patched the lieutenant's wounds.
Okay, I'm gonna go for it, but I'm not gonna do it.
You try to save the lieutenant, but you just can't stop the bleeding. Before that, they recognize you as someone who upholds the law, like them. And
well, I look like
wait,
I still
hold on,
look
hold
like
on, wait, back up. Do you still look like Fabian?
yeah.
I'm
'cause-
sorry. This is a
yeah.
very different interaction. You walk into the hallway and they see you, and they try to rise, but they can't. And they're like, "Oh, Master Fabian, you've come to save us. I knew you were all right, even though your absence of these past few days. The djinn is trying to escape."
Here's some glue.
Yeah.
And then you can try the glue thing.
Oh man.
Whoops, butter Fabian hands.
If yeah,
I'll as I try to heal Lieutenant, I'll reassure him that everything's gonna be okay. Master Fabian's here.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
They're like, "Oh, I know you'll put everything right, Master Fabian." And I'm sorry, what was your sister's name, the apprentice?
Frunwit.
Frunwit.
Yeah.
And please say goodbye to Frunwit for me. She was so caring in raising me. And then they pass away. The lieutenant dies in your arms.
Okay.
Well, we shouldn't linger here very long. I think we should keep going. Just close the eyes. Well, rats don't have eyelids. No, they do.
I think they do, yeah.
They can blink, but they don't have eyelids like us.
Oh.
I had rats for a long time.
Oh, okay.
When they die, it's just...
So you said he had a sword?
Yes, the lieutenant had a sword and a helmet.
Okay. I'm gonna snag that sword.
The sword is a D8 weapon. And the helmet is 1 armor.
I already have a helmet. If somebody else wants a
Helmet.
rat.
All right.
I'll say we will avenge you, Lieutenant Dula.
Yeah, but battle rages.
What
the
is
north,
this gin?
apparently.
Does anyone know anything about it? Okay. Nobody,
I guess we'll
huh?
find out when we get there.
Wow. All right, then we better go.
The group heads to the north. There's a door, and you can hear, even getting near the door, the sounds of battle coming from the other side.
Wish I had my dog.
Maybe I don't want to be Fabian anymore.
Oh, I'm sorry. Would you
Oh,
like
that
me
would
to
be
take the spell off of you?
Please.
Right.
Yeah. If there's
Whitley.
You look like yourself again.
Perfect. Yeah, I just don't want an angry Jin to,
That's fair.
Do you think we'll need a Fabian? Should we put the Fabian costume
keep the
on
cloak
one of the
on.
rats?
Oh.
Oh.
No, I don't want to make them feel like their Lord and Savior is a sham. That seems cruel.
Well, they're dead. I was just thinking we could get a broom, something like that. Hey, everybody! I mean, do you want a weekend at Bernie's this? Like,
Oh my god.
No, I don't.
When I was playtesting this, I just want to point out that the party realized at the end of the game, they're like, wait a minute, we could have just weekended Fabian to this whole thing by taking the corpse from the front lawn and just parading it around the whole
yeah. That's funny.
They felt silly for not thinking of that ahead of time.
Here we are.
But yeah, so do you want to head into the room?
You're still wearing it though, so you know the word.
Yeah.
You can turn it back on if you want to. Like,
Okay. Yeah.
Good. Yeah, let's go in and see what this raging battle is happening on the inside.
You open the door. A vast, dark room of unfinished wood echoes with the terrible howls of battle. A quivering wall of mangled, shield-bearing rats hold the line against a shrieking force of gremlin berserkers who push northward. Along the northern wall, a balsa wood defense tower bears a crooked, desiccated hand at its apex, mounted like a macabre flesh ballista. A lot to take in there, I know.
Is this a normal size room or is this
No, I
small...
mean, it's a large room for a rat, but
Okay,
it's probably, I don't know, a few feet across.
We're still like in the walls then. Kind of a thing, right?
For sure.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's a shield wall of rats. So I think this says that I'm gonna change this a little bit from what I think it's telling me. The shield wall of rats are assume the south is rat territory and the north is gremlin territory. There are a lot of gremlins, way more than there are rats, but the rats seem like hardier or at least they're standing pretty firm there, and they have their shield wall blocking the gremlins from getting farther south.
They're kind of like 300 style, pushing themselves forward.
Exactly like that. Yep.
Well, we got to help them. I'm one of them now. I've got the helmet.
How do we help them?
If Dog were here, he'd know.
Well,
Cut the dog in the control room gnawing on something.
He's got a headset. Dog's just like, woof, woof, woof. Like,
well,
I don't know. Is there, for some reason I'm picturing a pit. I don't know why, but they're like pushing and there's like open sides. But like, what is the goal? Are the gremlins just trying to kill the rats? Are the rats trying to push them into something, or like what's the goal of the rats?
The gremlins are trying to kill the rats. The rats are trying to stop the gremlins from advancing and
to
maybe
what?
Push them back.
To the south where we are?
Yes. There's also you notice that to your right, so also on the southern wall of this room, but just like farther over to your right, there is a door that leads somewhere. And on the western wall, behind the gremlin line forces, there is an entryway that leads to a corridor of some sort. And on the northern wall, there is a door. So yeah, there's a total of 4 ways out of this room, including the door you came in through.
Is the northern wall where the gremlins are coming out of?
Yeah, it looks like they're coming out of, I believe, the I need to check a room real quick. The gremlins are coming out of, they're coming from that northern door. Yep. Also, the siege tower that has that hand on top of it is in gremlin territory, although currently no one is manning it.
So it's a hand, but it's also like a ballista?
Well, it's a wooden siege tower, and at the top of it is a desiccated hand, but it's like pointing at the battlefield.
Okay.
As if it's like that's like how you would mount a ballista on a siege tower, but it's a hand.
But it's a hand that like maybe shoots magic.
I mean, it's not doing anything right now.
Yeah.
What are some options that we have? Because I'm having a hard time picturing it and knowing what to do, other than there's like a cacophony of stuff happening.
Yeah,
I mean, I guess ideally we should figure out what we want to do, like what is our main goal, which is to get to the engine room. Like we could do this battle, but we really just want to get through it to get to the other side, to get to the engine room, right? Because presumably that's where they're coming out, is where we want to get, right?
Agreed. And so we're assuming they're coming from the engine room, so we need to sneak past or get past them somehow. Is the hand ballista on our side or their side?
It's on their side.
It's on their side.
Yeah, it's on the northern end. So yeah, you can either go to that other south door that's to your right, because you wouldn't have to get through any battle to get to that. See what's in there. Might be something useful. Who knows? Otherwise, you're going to have to wade into the fray, and then you can either go towards that corridor on the eastern wall, or you can get to the siege tower near the north, or you could try and get to that northern door.
Should we ask the rats fighting
where the engine room is? Yeah.
Ooh, that's a good plan. Yeah.
If you go up to the rats, they're trying to hold the shield wall, and you're like, "Excuse me,
Hey.
Are you busy? Sorry.
Bad time.
Quick question.
Yeah. As you get up to the rats, you notice the rats are zombie rats. Looks like at some point they were struck down in battle and then reanimated, which is why they're so stalwartly holding the shield wall, because they keep like every once in a while like a spear comes through and stabs one of them and they don't even notice, and they just keep pushing through.
OMG. Okay.
But they also don't respond to your inquiries
Yeah.
because
R-
they're
sure.
zombies.
Uh-huh.
Should we check out the door to the south just because we're here anyways?
Yes.
Yeah, I think the unobstructed door is
Yeah.
the best to check out first.
All right. You open that door. You come into a room. A hissing cigar box with 6 bed-shaped depressions and a lever. A dead rat lies face down in one of the depressions. The machine smells like rust and sour milk. There's also a door on the western wall.
Is this reanimating things?
Is it?
There is a dead
Maybe?
mouse in the contraption.
Yeah, but it's not currently doing anything.
I'll rush up and pull the handle. I got it.
Pull that lever.
Yeah.
Yes. There's a jolt of electricity and the mouse is reanimated.
Oh my god.
Yes.
It stands up stiffly and then walks out onto the battlefield.
Wow.
Should we go back for the lieutenant?
I was like, I don't know if they'll. I wish we had Fabian with us now.
Let him rest.
Mhm.
Oh,
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So there's another door in this room.
Yep.
Let's check that out.
It appears to be locked.
Hmm.
There is a keyhole that shines like a sapphire. So it's like the keyhole itself is like a precious gem of some sort.
I see.
Hmm.
Does anyone know what this means?
Well, he's got funny locks on
Oh,
all of his
wait.
doors.
I pull out the class ring. Does it also have a gem on it?
No, it does not. I'm sorry.
Damn it!
Oh, that would have been
Oh,
cool.
That would have been really cool. I pull
Does it look
out the
pretty,
coffee mug and gently tap the door with it.
Nothing happens,
Damn it.
unfortunately.
Good thought. Good thought.
Yeah. Well,
Is this like and is it a depression? Is it concave or convex? This gem.
It is a depression. So it looks
Okay.
like if you were to find like it's a keyhole, but it just
Yeah.
looks like the keyhole itself is like lined with crystal or something. So
Mhm.
yeah.
It's
it
not necessarily a crystal that we okay, yeah. It's not like a
Yeah.
gem goes there.
is it a wooden door?
Yes.
Grinwit, would you perhaps maybe just, I don't know, smash the door?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yep. I'm kicking the door down. We don't have time to waste here.
Give me a strength roll. Is anyone helping?
I'll help.
Okay, give me a strength roll with advantage, JP.
Okay. First, I'm still at 10 strength, right? My strength.
Yes, yep.
Okay. Yep. Nope.
Oh.
Do the thing where you both run against it and like slam into it with your shoulder, and you're like, oh, ow, oh. Anybody else doing anything?
Well, it looks like a bust to me. Back to the battle? I don't know.
Trying to think
Did
of
anybody else have it?
is there anything we could put in this contraption that would help us besides a corpse? I'm trying to think.
I mean, it seems to reanimate corpses. It might do other stuff.
That's
not
what
sure, but
that's what
you
I was
only
like.
know
Yeah.
of one other corpse that hasn't been reanimated.
Mhm.
And the dream gremlins turn to goo when they die, so you certainly can't use them.
Huh.
Okay.
I'm gonna take my hatchet and put it in the machine and pull the
Okay.
lever.
Nothing happens.
Okay, all right. I just want to make sure it just doesn't like animate stuff. It's actually had to be alive at some point.
Yeah.
What about my boiled leather armor?
Whoa. I'm gonna say no, just because I don't want to
Okay.
deal with the implications of what would happen.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
here's
we'll
a
go back
thought.
to the thing. Oh, go
Can
ahead.
we hack down the door with the hatchet?
I could try, but I think that's the strength check that we tried. Like,
Well, you tried to bust it down. You can do that, but at this point, you're gonna have to spend a turn doing that. So you're
10
going to spend
minutes.
time. Yeah.
We don't know. Yeah, I mean, if you think there's an answer on the other side, do you want to spend 10 minutes or do you want to rush to the engine room?
Yeah, I don't know. That's the thing. We have no idea what's on the other side of this door.
Mhm.
So it's like I feel like
Could be a
either
boat.
way is gonna be about the same time.
I bet the key was in that dollhouse.
Maybe.
I'm going to read this
I have a
adventure
question.
afterwards and be like, what?
So if Ivia,
Mhm.
if you were holding the gold but small and then shrunk down again, is the gold then really, really small, or is the gold still
That's a good question.
normal small?
Yeah, did she double shrink the gold that was in her pocket?
Oh, yeah, it would be double shrunk.
Double
shrunk
shrunk.
gold.
It's so
Okay.
little.
Okay. That has no bearing on.
Yeah, you're like,
on
that was
getting
just
this
in the
door
back of
open.
my
I'm just
mind.
curious.
It really
Yeah.
bothered me. Had to
Yeah,
get it
yeah.
off my chest.
Yeah. Do you guys want to go back to the battle?
Yeah,
I think I would like
that-
to press through, I think.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So rather than destroy this mouse's door.
Mm-hmm. They're rats, but it's okay.
Okay.
Oh, that's true. Okay.
Don't secret of
you,
Nim this, okay? Just go with it.
Oh.
Oh boy.
you head back to the battlefield.
Mm-hmm.
Aha!
We're there. All right. So
An earthquake shakes the island.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Everyone must save versus strength.
Uh-oh.
I fail.
Yeah, super fail.
Yeah, failed.
I succeed.
Oh, hey!
Hey, so
Yay.
reverse.
Yeah.
Everyone who failed falls prone right as you enter the battlefield and
Ah!
drop anything you're holding.
Oh no!
My hatchet!
fire oil. Oh, I
Not
dropped
my
fire
dagger.
oil.
Well, I thought, were you holding your fire oil in your hands?
Oh, you mean
Yeah,
just
it's
in my
just
hand.
anything
Okay,
that's
okay.
in your hands, you drop that.
The key, the ring I had. Oh
The glass ring rolls away.
no! All right.
Wizard U, class of 2017.
No.
Okay, so oh no, the a bunch of the shield rats also fall and drop their shields, but most of the
Uh-oh.
gremlins don't. The gremlins break the line.
No!
They charge.
Can we skirt around the outside?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like if
Well,
we
right,
hide
right
in
now
the
you're on the
room,
ground and a
like,
bunch of gremlins are
Oh,
running
yeah.
at you, except for JP's character. Grinwit stands bravely against 10 dream gremlins as
Mhm,
they
mhm.
charge, breaking through the line of rats.
I'm gonna raise Lieutenant Dula's sword into the air
Mm-hmm.
and look back at my friends and say, I'll distract them, make a break for it. And I guess whichever way the northern door is,
Mm-hmm.
I know like that's behind them, but like I want to try and like run and lead the
You're gonna kite them.
yep, exactly.
A
Yeah.
video game term, yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Away from so everybody else can like kind of run the other way
Yes.
around.
Okay. You roll me dex to see if you go before them, because both of you are up and ready to fight.
Yep, good.
Oh, cool. Okay, so you get to go
Yeah.
first. So you can just try to lead them off in a different direction. I think if you're
Yeah.
not gonna engage in combat but instead run, give me a dex and just see if they catch up to you or not.
Okay. Ooh, yeah, good.
You're running around. They're following you. You've
Yeah.
got their attention, and the path is clear for everybody else. So now everyone else can pick themselves up. And yeah, there's a clear path to either the northern door, the eastern corridor, or the tower with the hand on it.
It's a
Northern door,
it's
right?
a tower?
The siege tower with a desiccated hand at the top of it.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, it's a siege tower made out of like popsicle sticks.
Yeah. So,
Still.
sorry, okay. I was going to ask you, Talia, if you could telekinesis that hand to like help us.
I can,
But
but I won't
now
last
it's
in
clear.
this form much longer.
We should probably just run to the door, I assume.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I run to the door.
I'm gonna have to recast this in a little bit. It doesn't last that long.
Oh, your animal form?
Yeah.
Oh, you are gonna have to recast that, yes. Or else you're gonna get much too big for the space.
Yeah.
No.
Actually, you should probably do that now.
Oh.
Or at least when you
Wait.
reach the northern door.
Yeah, as I start to get bigger and disrupt this area, can I grab the hand as I'm getting big and then
Make a dex roll.
okay.
Because you gotta do it in that weird time before
Mhm.
you're too big to fit in the room.
Oh, can I do it? I'd have to do it, put it in my pocket, and then cast a spell because I have to hold the book with two hands.
Yeah. That's why I want that dex roll, because it's gonna be tricky.
Ooh, yep, 12 under 15.
Oh, nice. You have a dex of 15?
And a will of 15.
I've
Oh my
made this
God.
character and I forgot about that. I forgot
My
your
strength
stats
is
were
5.
wild. Oh, yes.
Ooh. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, you're able to, as you start to transform into a person, but you're still like mostly rat, but a really big, weirdly humanoid rat. You kind of get like Splinter style, and you grab the hand, and then put it in your pocket, and then take the spellbook back out and say the words, and go back and shrink back down to rat size.
Whoa. Well, I've got it.
That was a turn. Wow.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I just shoot
turned into a
arrows.
human. And you do it so wonderfully, little one. All right, through the door, go. What
Yeah.
about how's our friend doing?
Gidwin is just running around the other side of the room with like 10 little guys wielding scimitars following after him. Oh, you also have a better look at the dream gremlins now. They have little curly mustaches, and they have turbans, and they have like little breastplate armors,
Mhm.
and they've got their scimitars. Some of them have like implements that they have found to fight with. They got little
Mhm.
curled shoes. Yeah, they're great.
Okay.
But running around after him. What is everyone? So, Ginwit, you see your friends disappear through the north door. You're still ahead of these guys. The rats
Mhm.
are now picking themselves up, so they might be able to help you out.
I think I'd like to make for the door
Okay.
and hopefully, like, close it behind me before they catch up.
Sure. I'm gonna roll for the rats first, and depending on how well they do, you may or may not get advantage on this roll.
Okay.
Oh, they got a nat 1, which is actually the best thing they could roll in this situation. So you definitely have advantage on a dex roll to try to get out of there.
Okay, I need it. No, I don't, because I rolled a 1 too.
What? The crowd goes wild. so the group gets into the northern room. Thank goodness Ginwit sacrificed himself to save all of us. And then suddenly the door bursts open and Ginwit comes in. Winded.
Oh, you're
Yeah,
right.
I think I'm gonna like let's all just
Gosh.
take a moment to remember Grinwit, and we're all like heads down. And
I'm
it's that
here.
Indiana Jones bit where they're like looking over the cliff, and then you walk up behind, and
Looking
you're
at-
like,
Uh-huh.
"What are you guys doing?"
Perfect.
All right, in this room. This is room 19. Yes. A power hose is routed from a tiny door in the east to a gap in the western wall. A gash in the hose squirts milky blue, menthol-scented fluid into a slowly expanding puddle. The light flickers and distorts around the pooling fluid along Oh, I'm sorry. Along the unfinished wood, tiny handholds lead up into the darkness of the inner walls above. So you've got the hose goes east to west. On the western wall is where it comes in from outside. On the eastern wall, it goes off into another room. And in this room specifically, it looks like it's been hacked apart and there's all this goo leaking out of it. And it seems like you can climb up into another area.
Wish we had
Is
some
is
glue.
this? Yeah, right. Is this where they said that the gremlins were coming from?
It the lieutenant wasn't super specific because they were dying, but
Right.
they probably mentioned they were coming from the engine room.
Okay.
Do you guys think the gremlins are made from this blue stuff?
Maybe.
Well,
Have
it's
any of the
possible.
gremlins smelled like menthol?
No, they're blue. This is white.
No,
I thought
this
it
is
was
blue.
Yeah, it's blue.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're
hold on.
colorblind.
You're a
Oh,
rat.
it
How are
is
you
blue.
colorblind?
And then the rat, you know.
Rat eyes, yeah.
It's gray.
It's all gray.
Everything is gray.
Why is everything gray? All right. So perhaps if we remedy this, we can remedy it all.
Is it completely severed, the tube? Or is it just like massively cut and leaking?
It's massively cut and leaking.
Okay. But nothing that we could repair, probably. In
I mean,
short
you might be able
time.
to repair it. Yeah, like as you pointed out, glue would actually be quite helpful in this situation. But yeah, if you had an item that might be able to repair it, maybe.
What was the other spell that you got? Heck?
I got levitate.
Oh, okay.
It's like,
I don't have anything that would help. I just had that large trap that I guess I used. So
If
that
only you
bird.
had flex tape.
That's what I want. Boom. Just want a nice flex tape on the side there. That's a lot of
Is there-
damage. What is this?
That's Flex Seal, baby.
Yeah.
Is there anything in this area that might be helpful to us, or shall we move on? Should we search? Let's search.
Yeah, we'll search. Sure.
Sure. You can
Yeah.
either roll to search or you can spend time searching.
Let's roll.
I'll
Okay.
roll. I want to specifically check out the tube and see if like there's a way to fix it, maybe.
Okay.
Just
I'm
like
going to look for supplies.
tying a knot or something.
Yeah. And this is Will?
Yep.
Fail.
Looking for
Yeah,
supplies.
it's a tube, guys. It's a tube.
I also fail.
Oh.
no.
There doesn't seem to be anything else in this room, and how the heck can you fix this? You can't
Well-
think of a way. It's leaking.
Alright.
Talia knows that this is the goo that's going through this is used to power the stuff, specifically in the control room. So the
Yeah.
fact that this isn't getting a constant stream is probably why all those lights were out.
Huh.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's see if we can find something to fix this. Maybe in the next room.
Maybe.
Maybe. So yeah, you can either head up to wherever that leads, or keep following the hose to wherever it goes. Which, I mean, likely the
Probably
engine
the
room.
engine.
Which, I don't know, maybe tools and supplies in an engine room,
Yeah.
I would guess.
We've got to reroute main power through the warp
Reboot.
core.
Mhm.
Oh, the dilithium crystals. Yes, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Okay, you head through there. A great glass tank holds an oversized, slumbering, blue-skinned Hulk with a scrunched up demonic face. They kind of just look like a giant version of these little dream gremlin guys. The sleeping figure convulses restlessly, suspended in viscous goop. A great machine attached to the tank hums away and misfires periodically, sending out puffs of greasy smoke. Hoses connect to the machine, spiderweb across the floor, and disappear into access conduits on the wall. So where you just came from. This is the first thing you see as you enter this room. Oh, and there's a door on the south side of the room, but it is a human-sized door. It's a human-sized room.
Does this Jinn thing, I'm assuming, look like it is powering? Like they're using it as a power source for this?
Yes, it seems as though the Jinn is asleep and somehow this engine is siphoning off its power and then turning it into this blue goop and sending it off through the hose. And because the Jinn is like restless, it seems like it's trying to wake up, and that's probably partially because the machine isn't working properly. It's like sputtering and stuff.
Okay. Are there any tools from where we are? Can we see, are there any tools or anything in here?
Taking a look around, you don't see any tools, but you do see there are a number of dream gremlins in this room. They haven't noticed you yet, but they're all sort of doing different stuff. Several of them are banging away at the machine with their little swords. Several of them are banging away at the glass, and you can see it starting to crack a little bit. And then several of them are hanging above the tank. It's like one of them is like positioned at the edge of the tank, and then the other two are like hanging on to them, so they make like a human rope. And the lowest one, at just above the waterline, is yelling as loud as they can to try to wake up the Jinn.
Oh boy. Does anybody have a plan?
I mean, do you want to kite them out of the room?
I mean, I can turn big at any time.
I think maybe you could turn big.
True.
Yeah.
I could
squish 'em.
I could sing a lullaby to the tree to the Jinn.
Dream, Jenny. I think that the goal is to, one, keep this thing asleep for now, to stabilize things, and two, repair everything. Is that where we're at? Okay. I can do so. I can take all these little guys off of it by turning big if you guys want to figure out how to repair.
I like
Do
it.
it.
Or do you want me to bring you up so you can sing him to sleep?
Yeah, if you want to put me next to his head, I can try.
Yeah.
Well, I think we got to
All right.
get the people that are trying to wake him up out of the way
Fair.
first. So, yeah.
Okay.
That's
I'll
like,
take the ones up high, you take the ones down low.
okay, take the high road.
Yeah. I turned back into a human being.
It's
turn
called
back into
embiggening.
You I'm sorry, it's called anamorphing.
Oh,
Okay.
It's you anamorph back into your original shape, and and you have access to the desiccated hand that's in your pocket, because when you were a rat, that was technically like melded in with your other items, so you now have access to that as an item. It takes up one inventory slot.
Okay.
And if you go over and just like try to mess with these little dream gremlins, like they'll like run away from you, but if you can get your hands around one, you just give a good squeeze and they pop into menthol scented blue goo.
Yep.
So they
yeah. Dang it.
It's
the worst.
The solution.
The worst.
So you could easily dispatch all of these little guys because it's not like hard to do. It's just that you have to like catch them because they're all running around and trying to hide. They like try and hide in the machine. You got to reach in and grab them. So it's gonna take like the whole turn to get rid of all of them, but you can do it. Yeah, you don't have to roll anything.
I'll do that.
What is everyone else doing while Talia is doing that?
looking for something to patch up the hose, right?
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe a replacement hose that we could like, yeah, or
Yeah, spare pieces, just anything to fix various things going on in
and
this
then you
room.
said the
Yeah.
machine's sputtering. Is it because it's not getting enough of the fluid, or is it sputtering for other reasons?
It's sputtering because the gremlins have been hacking at it with their
Yeah.
little swords. It's just
Mhm.
taking a really long time to break because they're very small.
Okay, so while they're looking for parts, I'll go check the machine and see if I can, I don't know, make it sputter less after
Mm,
Talia cleans up some of the gremlins.
yeah. Okay. Let's see. I can tell you that unfortunately there are not any spare parts in this room that aren't part of something else.
Okay.
However, if McArcher wants to try to repair some parts of the machine, especially those little parts that like it's really hard to get to. It's like
Yeah.
why child labor is so useful because you need those small hands to
Don't
get in
we
there.
do not condone child labor. Lex was making a joke.
This is a joke. You can make a strength roll to try to like tighten some bolts and stuff.
Okay, I'll try a strength roll. Nope. That's a no.
Oh, okay. You're working on it, but
I'm working
you're
on
just
it.
so small.
They look
Somebody
like
roll me
big, strong hands.
somebody roll me a d6.
I'll do it.
I was gonna say I've
One.
been rolling them lately. Ooh, a 1!
It's not what we wanted.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
Got a 4 on the table, which is oh, this makes sense for the room that you're in. A hose snaps and sprays scalding vapors into the room. Make a save, I think, in the Cairn version. What is this save? Save versus Dex, or it will deal 1d6 damage. The
I have a
entire island
question.
Okay.
vibrates.
I have a question. Vapor rises.
Sure.
Do our small friends, are they within it or is it above them?
Oh. Well, Jordan's
Like,
messing with the machine, so it's
Mm-hmm.
not. So he would probably be affected. I think everyone else was looking for tools around the floor, so I'm gonna say Grinwit and Ivia wouldn't be.
Okay.
I succeeded on my
Dex?
dex.
Cool.
11 over 15. I also succeeded.
Cool. Some of the gremlins that are up higher, like the ones that are trying to look down into the tank and wake up their guy, are gonna. Yeah, they die.
I just think of them as like barrel of monkeys, like chained down, like.
Oh.
Or like they each have to make saves, but one of them is holding the other two up, and the one that's holding them up fails the save and then pops into blue goo, and then the other two fall. So yeah. But yeah, and the entire island vibrates. Not good. Okay. So all of the dream gremlins have been taken care of by the, new round. All dream gremlins in here have been taken care of. McArcher has not fixed the machine. It's still sputtering. It's pretty bad. And Grinwit and Ivia have not found any useful tools. At least not for repairing the pipe.
I'll just take the 10 minutes if they can succeed. Can I do that?
Yeah, if you want.
Yeah, I'll do that, I
So you-
guess, because
You just keep working on that
I
stuff.
just need to keep working on it.
Talia, you notice something at the start of this next turn. A bit of, like, near the tank, some goo just starts to form, and then a little dream gremlin sort of is birthed out of it.
Oh.
And you notice that Jin sort of like convulses, and that happens. So this is, I guess, they're just spontaneously spawning in this room.
Okay.
But yeah,
There's
one
no
has
leak?
spawned. No, there isn't a visible leak that's causing it. They're just spawning in this area.
Okay.
But you can just
Uh,
step on him. It's
yeah.
just
Ooh.
it's just to let you know that more will
Ow.
show up eventually.
Okay, can I, while he's doing that, I can either go look at the door or try to calm this guy down, the sleepy boy.
Yep.
You guys have preferences?
I'm working on the thing, so
I mean, if the door is a like regular sized person door, it might be easier for you to mess around with it than us.
Yeah. Okay,
The
I'll go do
little.
that.
Uh,
I take the
if
2
you
steps across the room.
Yeah, when you get to the door, you can hear there's a commotion coming from the other side of that door. Something's happening in that room.
Oh, perhaps this is back around to the kitchen. Opens the door.
It is
Hey!
chaos. The elementals are
I
fighting.
knew it. Oh, that's not good. Wait.
The robots who were trying to prepare meals have shut down. So
Oh yeah.
so now the room is even more messy because no one's repeatedly trying to clean it.
Mm.
But yeah, you can see the kitchen. Beyond that, there's that door that leads to the rotunda. There's also a dining room off
Mhm.
to the east, with a
Okay.
set table.
This might be a crazy idea. So there's a fire elemental.
Yep.
There's a kitchen.
Yep.
Which presumably has knives in it. The gash
Probably.
that's in the hose. Could I superheat a knife to then superheat it on the elemental and then use it to sort of solder the hose closed?
It's an interesting idea. You could certainly
is
try
it big
to do
enough?
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you could. So you'd have to
I mean,
find
I can't do it. Yeah.
Yeah, so you have to find a small knife,
Mhm.
superheat it on the fire elemental,
Yep.
give it to your small friends. They would carry it through very carefully because it's superheated.
Yeah.
Through to the hose part, and then try to fuse the hose with it.
It's an
Why not?
idea.
It's an idea. So yeah, you need to. I guess first you need to try to find a knife around the battle. So dexterity.
Sure. Okay. Let's go.
You can see that knife, one of those knife blocks.
Yeah. It's a 14.
Oh,
So
yeah, that's close.
Just close. Just there.
You see that knife block, and you're kind of like dodging around the elementals as they're like, and they're just like, there's like, I hate you more. You're the opposite of me. You're literally the worst thing because I'm the best thing. And they're just throwing elemental energies at each other. And yeah, you grab the little knife out of the knife drawer.
Mm-hmm.
So now you need to try to superheat it. You just stick it into the fire elemental,
Yep.
which is probably going to be another dex.
Okay. This isn't the dumbest thing that I've done in a TTRPG. Well, it's one of the weirder ones. I'll give it that.
It's on the list.
Oh, it's an 11. Okay.
Okay. You stick it into the fire elemental. It obviously doesn't hurt the fire elemental because it's a mundane knife, but it superheats the knife. But the fire elemental now notices you, and they turn around and they're like, "What are you doing? What?"
My apologies. I just need this for the episode. I will be right back.
You've invaded my personal space.
Oh, but have I really? Was it me? I don't. You don't know. You didn't see me do. I run.
Yeah, and you run, and the elemental chases you.
Yes.
You run.
Get to the door. Get to the door.
Yeah, you're holding a superheated knife as you run into the engine room.
Oh my god!
Point it away from you. Point it away.
So what?
Who's gonna take this?
Yeah, do you like throw it down to the floor for your party members to grab it?
Yes.
Okay. You throw it down to the floor. Grinwood and Ivia, you should just run over and grab it, I guess?
Yeah, can we like tag team it?
Yeah, like we're carrying a big ladder or something.
Do you have anything to like wrap around your hands to like oven mitt this?
Someone
I
has
could
leather.
drag it with my fishing rod.
Hey.
Oh my gosh! Yes, I love it.
Wait a minute, you have a fishing rod.
I do.
So you have fishing wire
That could stitch up a.
This is the better idea. We're running with it still. Let's
Yeah.
go.
But we had to
committed
do
too
the
much.
knife thing to get here, so it's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
True,
You
that's
have
true.
to commit.
Okay, you're gonna. I mean, the element. There aren't enough dream gremlins to come after you, and the elemental certainly isn't paying attention to you and doesn't care that much about the knife. So you could do that. I just need strength rolls to avoid getting burned as you're carrying it through.
Okay. Good.
No way. 7 for 8. Let's go.
Oh,
That was
nice.
terrifying.
Okay, you disappear into there, leaving Talia and Archer McArcher in the room with a fire elemental. Although the fire elemental doesn't notice Archer McArcher, I suppose. Yeah,
Just busy
you
working.
notice it, but it does not notice you. The fire elemental. Oh, you know what actually happens? I forgot this is important. The fire elemental is chasing you across the kitchen. You run into the engine room, and the fire elemental stops right at the threshold of the room.
Yes.
And it's just like, ugh, and all the flame shoots up out of its head, and then I guess it'll like try and throw some fire at you because it can still try to do that.
Yeah.
It's gonna do that.
Mm-hmm.
Do I have stats for it? Hold on, let me find it real quick. The kitchen fire elemental. Here we go. Ooh. 9 points of damage.
Owie
Whoosh.
zowie.
Do you have any armor?
I do not.
Okay. And you
So-
have how many hit points?
3.
Okay,
Oh.
so you take 6 spillover damage right to your strength.
Which I have 5 of.
Ooh. Talia is incinerated.
Oh my gosh.
Dang.
It's happened.
That's
I finally
brutal.
died in a one shot.
Ooh. But that's not all.
We'll put the ashes in that thing. She'll come back. It'll be fine. We'll just pull the
Yeah.
lever.
The flame attack of the fire elemental has the blast quality.
Of course, it does.
Oh no.
I'm gonna remind myself exactly what that does so I don't get it wrong. But I believe it just means it affects a bunch of things. Combat. Blast. Attacks with blast quality affect all targets in the noted area, rolling separately for each affected character. Okay. Luckily, 2 of the characters have just climbed into a little compartment. But Archer McArcher.
Do I get any armor from like being inside or next to the thing?
Yes,
the,
I would
mechanism
give
that I'm
you.
fixing.
I will give you 2 points of armor for that because you
Okay.
have a lot of cover.
All right.
Oh.
All right.
And I rolled a 1 on my
Yes!
dice for you.
Not
So
today,
you
Satan.
Yeah, all the flames shoot around you, but you are fine. Oh my gosh. And the other 2 group members, let's just deal with the knife thing first. You get to the hose. You've got the superheated knife. You've also got a fishing line. And you can repair by using those 2 items. If you want to use the fishing line and stuff, that item will be taken out of your inventory, used up. And as I recall, that is a dex roll. Let me just make sure. Yep, it's save versus dex. Not because you're worried about not repairing the hose, because you actually, with the stuff you have, you'll be able to repair it. But because this liquid that's leaking out of it seems very magical, and you probably don't want to get too much of it on you. So who is going to actually be doing the repairing?
I mean, my dex is not very good, but I could try.
Mine's 9.
Okay, mine's 6, so you go.
Okay. Yep.
You could both risk it if you want, and then you get to roll with advantage. But if it's a failure, then something will
Then
happen to both of you. Yeah.
I mean, go down together.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I rolled a 6, so.
Oh, okay. Great.
Yeah.
You successfully repair the pipe or the hose. The liquid is no longer leaking out. It's flowing through properly. The house kind of like sputters to life a little more. Like Archer in the engine room where you are, like the lights brighten a little bit. Things seem to be working a little better. And
He goes,
you spent the
I
whole...
did it.
You did it because it's
really
like
proud of
that
himself.
happens at the exact same time you finish fixing the engine. And
did
like,
it.
yeah. The djinn starts to calm down because the engine is now working again.
Okay.
Yeah. So things seem pretty good. Oh, but before, this would be fun. As the djinn's starting to calm down, another one last dream gremlin spawns, and it spawns near Archer and brandishes its sword to fight you because it wants to damage the engine again.
I've got an axe, and I say, I'd like to ask you a question. I know it's a little weird that I'm an archer, but since we're doing the whole melee thing.
The dream gremlin's like, I will defeat you in service of my master, who is also kind of me. I'm their dream. Whatever, it's fine. Don't worry.
It's okay. I'm a tree guy, so let's just do this.
Yeah. Okay. They brandish their sword. You roll dexterity.
Natural 20, so yeah, the worst I could get.
Oh, okay. They stab at you with the scimitar, attempting to injure you or knock you off of the engine onto the floor of the room. They have a d6. 4.
I have an armor of 2, so I take 2 damage.
Okay.
So now that the door to the kitchen is open,
yes.
Is there a direct line for a good old puppers to find their way to their master now?
Yes, they'd have to run past 2 elementals, but they could do it.
Are the elementals still upset and angry?
Well, the elemental is no longer upset at Talia because it roasted her.
Right.
So the fire elemental's like, yeah, that's what you get for invading my personal space. And then they turn back to the ice elemental and they're like, now you.
Oh, okay. I don't think I'll whistle for him just yet. We'll see.
Okay.
And so I can attack? I can roll a d6 to attack him? Okay.
Yep.
2.
They do not have armor, so it shaves 2 points off their hit points.
Ducking and weaving.
Yeah.
That helmet armor is really coming out to shine right now. Thank you, Mouse.
Thanks, Lieutenant.
Okay, so there.
Lieutenant Dan. I got your helmet.
They're going to stab at you again with their sword.
Nice and low.
Oh, but they only rolled a 1.
Yes, didn't get past my armor. I attack again.
All right.
1.
Okay. Take a little bit off their hit points.
Listen, I really wanted to get a 6 and have it be like super climactic, but I don't think it's gonna happen.
No. A 2, you're fine.
I'm fine.
Right? Yeah. Roll again.
5.
Ooh. They've got no hit points left. You've cut into their strength score.
Slice.
So, yeah. There's blue menthol goo leaking out of them, out of their wounds. Their grievous wounds. and they're gonna try, even though their strength is low right now, they're gonna try and grab you, and then together you'll fall off of the top of the engine onto the floor.
I don't like this.
Oh, but they fail because they rolled a 10 and their strength is now 8. It's your turn.
Oh, I'm gonna. Should I attack him again or should I run away? I don't know how this works. What's good?
You could attack him. You could run away. You could try and push him off of the engine thing.
Yeah, that's not a good thing. I'm gonna run back and try to get down on the floor and whistle for my dog.
Sure. It's a long way down to the floor from where you are, though.
I'll whistle for my dog and I'll
Okay, you
stab at
whistle for your
him
dog.
with a D6 hatchet. Another 1.
Okay.
So you don't kill monsters until they get through their strength score.
You know, this is actually a good question because I thought that's what it was, but I should check.
That's interesting.
I've run Cairn a couple of times, but honestly, not as often as I care to admit.
As you care to admit.
As I care to admit. If guys watching this right now,
This is why they're never coming back on our show.
Yep.
It was fun,
You
except
guys-
for Jordan's puns. You gotta stop.
Look, we know coming into this that's going to be there. It's kind of a caveat of, do we say yes in the first place? That and the naming conventions.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So bad with names.
Archer McArcher. Jesus. So you know, I think you still have to cut through their strength score.
Okay.
It doesn't say, well, no. Did they have to make a roll? I'm gonna keep doing it like this because
Okay.
I think there's. Oh, I'm sorry. They have to make a strength when you get below. I should have done this earlier for somebody. When you get below your hit points, you make a strength save to avoid critical damage. Yeah. But they did avoid it because they rolled a 2. So okay. Oh, but you hit them twice while their strength was you cut into their strength. More than
I
once.
hit him twice. The first time I hit him, it got the 5 made his strength score go down, and then I hit him one more time. Strength score.
Yeah.
go
Okay.
down.
So I gotta roll twice for critical damage for him. So
What is
there is
critical?
a chance that you will totally incapacitate him. That's what happens when
okay.
people fail a critical damage roll. So he succeeded the first one, and he failed the second one. Okay, cool. So yeah, when you deal him that 1 point of damage, you poke him.
Yeah.
He falls to the ground. He doesn't die, although he's like he falls and he's hanging on the edge of the top of the engine block.
And I say, it's over. I have the high ground. That's all I got. You can flash to other people that are more important
Sure,
than my
if you want.
character.
I was gonna say you could kick him off.
I kick him
or
off.
actually-
Ah!
Yeah.
Long live the king.
There we
Yes,
go.
That's really
Yeah.
good.
So he falls dramatically.
And then just
That it cuts to a wide shot of the human-sized version of the room. You hear as he hits the ground.
It's just Ant-Man, the last scene of Ant-Man.
Oh yeah. So, meanwhile, Ivia and Grinwit, you've successfully repaired the hose. Are you going to head back to the engine room?
Yeah. Because that's where the rest of the group is, as far as we know.
Yeah. You get back to the engine room. You see the charred remains of Talia destroyed, and a blue splat on the floor, and Jordan standing atop the engine block that seems to be working perfectly.
She's not working good. The engine working really good. Talia again working bad. Engine good.
did it
Talia
for
not
us.
so good. I'll run down and meet them and say, Fire Elementor got her. She did everything she could to heat up that knife, and then it did everything it could to heat her up. Were you guys successful? I think I fixed it.
Yeah, we fixed the line too.
Yes.
So
Great.
theoretically, everything should be working again. We should get to the control room.
Okay. Is my dog showed up yet?
Yeah, just then your dog runs in, having succeeded its dexterity check to avoid the elementals.
Okay. We gotta we got to somehow get back on the dog and go get big again so we can check to see if this thing is flying straight. And we got to pour one out for Talia. There's a lot to do.
A lot to do.
Do we want to go? We're gonna have to roll to get back through the elementals, aren't we?
Yes, you can get on the dog. That's no problem.
Okay.
But you got to roll to get past those elementals, or to get past those elementals unnoticed. I should say. Be the dog's dexterity.
Can I scoop up Talia's remains in Fabian's cloak?
You're very tiny.
Yeah, you're very tiny.
That's
so...
why we gotta go get
right,
big.
right.
Like a thimble worth of them.
I was like, how?
Yeah.
Just grab some of the ashes.
Forgot you were big when you died. Right.
Okay, this one's for all the marbles. This is a dex save by the dog.
I believe.
5 under 12.
Yeah. You
Good boy,
rush
dog.
past the elementals. The elementals are like, I hate you more. You're the opposite of me. You're the worst. And you get through the swinging door. Luckily, it's a swinging door. The dog can go right through it. Back to the wardrobe to embiggen yourselves.
Yep, we got to embiggen. Yep.
Okay, so you don't really need to make rolls for the rest of this stuff. You can embiggen yourself. There's nothing. As long as you're not going through the kitchen, you're not running into any hostile stuff. So just tell me what happens.
I think we run to the control room, and what does it say? What do the buttons say?
They are all lit up.
Is everything running fine? Do we need to restart the engines?
Everything seems to be running fine.
Do you want to float the island somewhere else?
At least away from the town.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I just imagine that like the full shadow of this island is just like over the town at this point. The area has been evacuated.
They've called in the rest of the town guard, trying to figure out what to do. But yeah, so you can move the island wherever. You now have complete control over it.
Avia, do you want the island? Do you want to, or Grinwich? Should this island become a new training post for all the town's guards? What do you want to do with this?
I mean, we have this treasure map. You know, it's kind of in the neighborhood. Do y'all want to go look for some treasure?
I was waiting for you to ask. And then we all jump up and freeze in midair. Super excited for the next adventure. We should have had like a, and then as the credits roll, it says in memory of Talia.
Oh.
Who was very
And
excited she died in her first one shot.
And luckily near the end. It would have been really unfortunate if you died like really early on.
Oh, yeah.
I guess then I would have found a way to introduce another one of the pre-gens, but yeah. So you have control of the Atelier. You can go around in the guise of Fabian now, so you can all the robots will listen to your commands. When some of them listen, some of them don't. Like I think the cooks will. The mice will listen to your commands. Those are, and after a thorough search of the house, you discover all the keys you needed for all the different doors. You're able to find all the different stuff. You have to deal with some slimes that had gotten free of their milking bags, but you know that's a tomorrow problem. You're able to successfully handle that. You find a number of great potions, lots of money. You embiggen the dragon horde, the part of the dragon horde that Ivia had stolen, and that's quite a bit of gold. It's like 3,000 gold, and that's not even the whole dragon horde. The whole dragon horde was 5,000. You're able to open up that vault in the floor that has a bunch of gold and a bag of holding in it, so you get all those cool items. You I guess Fabian's apprentice returns, and Grinwit has a meeting with them. And and then you just fly the house over into the wasteland to adventure for that diamond that you have the treasure map for. We've had some wonderful players here with us tonight. Let's take a second to go around and meet them and see what they do. Starting with Sir Heck.
Hey everybody, I'm Sir Heckalot. I am a GM, TTRPG designer, and player amongst the TTRPG space. And you can find me all over the internet at Sir Heckalot. That's usually where you can figure out where I'm gonna be.
Great. And what about JP?
Hi, I'm JP. I make videos and adventures for tabletop role playing games. You can find me on YouTube, JP Couvert, and my website is also jpcouvert.com.
And last but not least, LB Hackemup.
Hi, I'm LB Hackemup. This is Simon. You can find me on my socials at LB Hackemup on everything. The Twitch channel is Hack Recklessly, as well as the YouTube. So check those things out. We do video game content, horror games, and TTRPGs alike. So check it out.
And you know where to find Jordan and I. We're here on this channel, Jordan's Jocular Junction. We're uploading content for you every week. Check it out. Mind all the things. We're on social media and
Tell
all
your
that
mom.
stuff.
Yeah.
Tell your relatives. Tell your coworkers.
Ridiculous.
Excellent.
Well done, everyone. Thank you, Lex, for running this.
Yes,
for
thank you
us.
so much, Lex.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And thank you guys so much for watching and our wonderful guests. Huzzah! Clap for all of them. So
Yeah.
fun. Cairn's pretty
It was
cool.
good.
I like it.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Great.
High stakes. Be sure to check out links to all of the stuff these cool people do down below. And you can find them on the internets. We'll be back in the future with more one-shots of some kind and various other things. So subscribe, stay tuned, and be awesome. Goodbye.
Bye.